Hi guys. Okay, so let's move on to the second part of the presentation. We are going to look at a poem by William Shakespeare. It's a sonnet and it's called Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day? It's sonnet number 18 and it's found on page 61 in our book. Okay. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometimes too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair sometimes declines by chance or nature, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. I think this is actually on page 59. Sorry about that. Okay, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest. Nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. And by this, I think he's talking about the poem. You'll notice the couplet at the end is slightly indented just to sort of mark it as a separate little piece by itself. And let's look at the rhyme scheme. Okay, so I put little boxes around sets of lines. Summer's day, temperate, May, date. So that's an A, B rhyme scheme. Then we have shines, dimmed, declines, untrimmed. That is CD. Fade, owest, shade, growest, EF. And then the couplet, C and thee, G. So the couplet, those two lines rhyme with each other. All right. Let's look at, we'll come back to that one. Let's look at a poem by Edna St. Vincent Millay, and that's also a sonnet, and you can find that one on page 64. What lips my lips have kissed, and where and why? What lips my lips have kissed, and where and why? I have forgotten, and what arms have lain under my head till morning, but the rain is full of ghosts tonight that tap and sigh upon the glass and listen for reply. And in my heart there stirs a quiet pain for unremembered lads that not again will turn to me at midnight with a cry. Thus in the winter stands a lonely tree, nor knows what birds have vanished one by one, yet knows its boughs more silent than before. I cannot say what loves have come and gone. I only know that summer sang in me a little while that in me sings no more. So we'll look at the rhyme scheme here, and we have why, lane, rain, sigh. So that's a little different. Instead of A, it's A. And then reply, pain, again, cry. Again, that is, well, I put A, but it might actually, you might actually call it B, C, D. Oh, no. It is A because it matches here. Y and reply, pain and lane. Okay, yep, I had it right. And then we have tree, one, before, gone, me, more. So tree, one, before, CDE, gone, that matches with one, so that's D, Me and more, that's C and E. So that's different as well. C, D, E, D, C, E. Okay, so the rhyme scheme for this one is a little different than the previous. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is meter. And then I want to go back and kind of look at how the meter works in those two poems that we just looked at. So the part of in the section in the book that's about meter is on page 159. And you will see that it tells us that meter is the Greek word for measure. There are 3 meters that are most commonly used by poets in the English language. Accentual meter, where the stresses are counted, syllabic meter, where the syllables are counted, and then something called accentual syllabic meter, which means that both accents and syllables are measured and counted. Accentual syllabic meter is the dominant tradition in English poetry, in English verse. And basically what you would be doing is going through a line and paying attention to which syllables are stressed and which ones are unstressed. Okay, I'm going to break this one here and then come back with part 3.